Hello, what is up guys, I'm your host THERAVE and welcome to another one of my video of building a PC. In the previous PC building video, which is the THERAVE Man Cave HT PC video, I've promised you guys that I will bring you another build, and which is a epic build. I call this THERAVE Man Cave custom build PC, which I wouldn't call this as a custom build because it is more like an upgrade of my previous system. Yes, my system is kinda old, still using the Core i5 of the 3rd generation. I think is the Ivy Bridge or something. And yep, I think my PC is due for an upgrade because it can't follow up with my demand of work, because I've been rendering videos like every day and it took like, you know, freaking long to render a single video. So it's time to upgrade my PC. Right off the bat, we are going to start with our processor, which is the Core i7-7770. Moving up the motherboard, we are using the ASRock Fatality Performance H270 chipset because, you know, we are using an unoverclockable processor, so we don't have to waste much money for the Z. Moving up the RAM, of course, we are going to have our OLD Corsair DDR4 Vengeance RAM because bling bling. We are going for air cooling this time, therefore we go for the CRYORIG H7, which is pretty badass with a custom sticker on it. Of course, we are going to use our trusty CRYORIG Thermal Grizzly because this is what we have been using for the past PC builds. As for the GPU, we are going to use a GTX 1050 Ti from Gigabyte because, as you can see, I only play Overwatch, Dreadnoughts and stuff. We are not playing AAA titles, so I don't think that we need to put a lot of money on the GPU. The installation is pretty simple. The first thing we need to do is to take a motherboard out and put it on the motherboard box as a test bench. Of course, we're going to put in our CPU. Make sure to align the golden triangle with the mark on the motherboard. Slowly put down the processor on the socket and give it a little wiggle, and then lowering the clamp, which is pretty straightforward. After that, we will have to install a cooler, which is our CRYORIG H7. But before that, we will need to put our thermal grease on it, which is just a small grain of rice will do. The installation for the cooler is pretty straightforward. I will leave a link down below because CRYORIG is kind enough to provide a straightforward installation for users, which is pretty simple to follow. After that, we will just have to install the RAM, which is sliding in each of the slot, which is pretty straightforward and easy. The installation is pretty simple. It is just taking out the old components and putting in the new components. Moving on, we just need to put everything right into the case, which is pretty easy, screwing everything at the right place, installing our graphic card, plug in all the power cables. In order to add in some flair, we are going to add in a custom-made acrylic carbon-wrapped PSU shroud written THERAVE Man Cave on it. In fact, we call this in this case is a hard drive shroud because our PSU is in the other side because we are using the Corsair Air 540, which is a pretty badass case. And of course, we are going to run a little bit of benchmark and see what is the difference of before and after upgrade. Okay guys, that is all for today. Thank you for watching. Like this video if you like it, dislike this video if you dislike it, leave a comment down below if you have any question to ask, or the link to the product will be provided at the link at the description down below. If you are interested to buy computer parts or anything other than computer parts, feel free to use our affiliation code because it will give us a small kickback which will help our channel a little bit. So yep, thank you for watching and I am going to see you in the next video.